So do you ever feel like you're playing a game that you just can't win? Like you're working so hard, but at the end of the month, when your paycheck comes in and you got to pay the bills, you just don't have enough money. Well, let me tell you, you're not alone. I have been there myself, especially when I was younger, and I just know how that feels when you just feel like you're stuck, you're broke, and you're stressed out, and it just doesn't seem like there's any way to get out of that. But what if I told you that the solution is not really working harder? It's more about a fundamental shift that you need to do in the way that you look at money. I'm just going to be honest with you. For years, I was in the exact situation that you are in now. I was just living paycheck to paycheck. I was drowning in credit card debt. It was just not really a good time for me financially. I used to think, well, I just didn't make enough money. But really, my financial transformation came when I finally figured out the four reasons, well, why I'm always broke or why I was always broke. And let me tell you, the reasons have nothing to do with your income. So stick with me because at the end of the video, I'm going to give you that one easy way to break this cycle for good. All right, don't forget to check out the free budget tracker we have in the description. You can click that link. It's free to download. All right, so let's start. Let's get into the first reason why you are always broke. Now, the reason number one is you're an emotional spender. When you're stressed or you're bored or you're having a bad day, what are you going to do? You go online shopping. You go order food out. You go and get your favorite coffee at the coffee place, which costs you $5 to $10. Now, what happens is that temporary high, going and buying something just gives you a rush of dopamine. But then when the bill comes or your credit card comes, because you probably put this on your credit card at the end of the month, that dopamine drops and now you're in a depression. So the solution to this, you got to reorganize your triggers. So when you're out and about and you feel that urge to buy, or you're at your desk and you go online to Amazon, you've got to think, am I buying this because I need it or because of emotions? Now, I know that's tough to just stop yourself from buying something and think through it, but this is how you stop the madness and stop you from just buying things that you don't need with money you don't have. So instead of going out and buying $100 worth of clothes on Amazon, why don't you think, do I really need all this extra clothing? No. And then if you just can't resist, just take 20 minutes and walk around the block and just get some exercise and think about what you're doing. The biggest mistake is people think, especially when they do online shopping, they're like, oh, I'm getting a great deal. This is like 50% off or 30% off. I have to buy this just because I'm getting a great deal. Well, if you don't need it, why buy it? That doesn't make any sense to buy something you don't need just because it's on sale. You got to think of it this way. A sale isn't a discount on a want. It's an invitation to spend money that you don't have on something you don't need. Okay, so now reason number two, you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. I remember hearing this like all the time when I was young, like, or, older, like in my 20s or 30s. People were like, keeping up with the Joneses. And I'm like, what does that really mean? I lived on a farm and I was poor. Not poor, my parents provided, but, we didn't have like all the new things that a bunch of other kids did. But, I always wondered, what is keeping up with the Joneses? And what that is just you're trying to keep up with your neighbors or friends that you know, and they have a new car, they have a new house, they have all this new furniture, and you're like, well, I need all that stuff too. That's what keeping up with the Joneses is. And the worst thing is if you're on social media, it's a highlight reel. Like you're looking at all your friends and they're like, hey, I just bought a brand new living room set today. And it sucks you into being like, well, do I need a new living room set? So what do? You're like, I guess I do need one. And you go out and buy a new living room set when you didn't need it. Just because you saw a friend of yours on social media say they bought a new living room set. Now think about it this way. This isn't about your happiness. Like that living room set is not happiness for you. It's more about external validation. And it's really a bad trap for you. So if social media is sucking you in and you see a bunch of your friends on there buying things and you're like, I need to buy this stuff too, just cleanse yourself of social media. Get off of it. Unfollow, mute those accounts that are just, you see, people buying stuff all the time that's really affecting you. So the next time you see something that makes you envious of somebody else, a friend of yours or family members that are buying something that, you're like, hey, I want to buy that too. Ask yourself this: am I really willing to go into debt for this? And I'm going to bet you the answer is going to be almost always no. Okay, so reason number 3, you're just living a life you can't afford. I mean, this is a core problem for so many people out there in this world. You get a raise at your job, what do? You immediately say, hey, I'm going to upgrade my car. I'm going to get me a sports car instead of this 10-year-old Honda Civic. You might upgrade your apartment or go from a 1,500 square foot house to a 3,800 square foot house. Or then you even just start eating out more, like eating out every night instead of like you were doing like a couple times a month. This is the problem. People think they're rewarding themselves. But all you're doing is raising your broke line to the new income that you've got. You're still living paycheck to paycheck. You're just now at a higher level. What you want to do is practice lifestyle discipline. When your income increases, your lifestyle doesn't have to. So you don't have to go upgrade things just because you got more money at work. You got a raise. What you need to do is take that extra money that you've got from work, make sure that you have a rainy day fund, like 3 to 6 months worth of money in your bank in case if you got laid off for some reason, or pay off your credit card debt. So if you have a credit card, let's say you're paying 20% interest rate on it, pay that off first. So take that extra money, pay it off, make sure you have your rainy day fund, and use your money wisely for things like that. And then once you have that all paid off, take that extra money and start investing it for your retirement. So the basic premise of this is don't expand your spending just because you've increased your income. So let's say, imagine your income went up $500. You got a raise at work. Like I said, take that extra $500 and put it towards debt, put it towards an investment like, for your retirement. Put it towards what you need to put it towards to help you financially become stable. If you can just get into that mindset with, if you increase your income and just live like you're living now, and then you get the income increase, and then you don't increase your spending, it'll transform your finances if you can continue to do this for the rest of your life. Okay, so now reason number 4. You're spending more money than you're bringing in or you're bringing home. Now, the solution is pretty simple for this one, right? Just stop spending more money than you make. It's pretty easy, right? You got a budget. Track your money, see what you're spending your money on. What's your essentials? What do you really need? Spend your money on that. The extra money that you get because you're not going out doing extra things like going out every night, ordering food every night, going and buying a coffee every morning. You're cutting all that stuff out because you don't need that. Take that extra money and pay off debt and do what you need to do to financially secure yourself. Think of it this way. If you need a loan or more credit like credit card or whatever to buy something, you shouldn't be buying it, especially if you're already in a financially bad situation. So just think about the 4 reasons we just talked about. Emotional spending, comparison to the Joneses, lifestyle creep, and then just spending too much money, more money than you bring in. They're all symptoms of one problem, right? You might be a great person, you might be really good at your job, but you're just stuck in a cycle of spending more money than you have, more money than you're bringing in from your job. And the only way to stop that is to quit doing it. It's not about what you can buy, it's about what you can afford, and limiting your beliefs on, hey, I've got more money, I should go spend it. So, what you have to do is every time you go to buy something, just think, do I really need this? Can I afford it? And if not, you shouldn't be buying it. Okay, let us know which one of these strategies resonates with you. If you can, just drop a comment in there, which one you thought really was something that you did and which strategy might work for you. Your financial freedom is just worth every effort you put in. So you have to put in effort to get your finances under control. And the 4 things we just talked about today will help you with that. Hey, and I hope you can just subscribe for more strategies on how to get out of debt and how to better maintain your finances.